Chulalongkorn University engages in a wide range of efforts, striving to lead in creating knowledge and innovations that will build and support a sustainable society.
Civic engagement could not be a more timely topic. The key themes of today's discussion, dignity, justice, and sustainability, reflect both our aspirations in these partnerships as well as the challenges.
Obviously, we need to start with resilience at the local level. Here, three things are important: to build the community's absorbing capacity, buffering capacity, and local response capacity. Here, local culture and wisdom related to mitigation and adaptation of disasters are utmost important. You need to be encouraged to take proactive action to ensure resilience is indeed for all, including people who often tend to be excluded.
That means leadership from people like you.
Co-creation of knowledge as they relate to sustainability. And the other one is to crystallize the process of transformative learning.
In every single chapter, there is some sense of innovative and even visionary concepts about where we need to go and then how we could actually move in that direction. But the chapters are often very practical.
We managed to convince the Speaker of Malaysian Parliament to kickstart a new sort of a group called the All-Party Parliamentary Group, or APP-GM, All-Party Parliamentary Group Malaysia, on SDGs. What has been happening in the past few years is that this group has gone to interact with Member of Parliament. So it was the very first time that a big group of NGOs learn to work with Member of Parliament on the ground, and with the funding that we got from the government.
So we work with all levels of government on designing, implementing, and reporting on participatory civic engagement initiatives.
How we can get them involved more actively.
Women and youth are a huge part of our societies, and if we stop treating them as a marginalized group, but as an active part of our society, it works a lot better.
As innovative as possible, especially in promoting more respectful to the local community. That's something that is really crucial to maintain your engagement.
Humility is very important because we do not have a silver bullet. Because every case, every locality has different challenges and perhaps different set of solutions. So the ability to listen and to be really humble, in the face of uncertainty is very important, I think. Yeah. That relates to the theme of our conference as well, dignity and justice.
What do you think higher education institutions can do to promote civic engagement, particularly with partnerships with different actors like the private sector and the government?
Support from civil society or from academics to simplify or to help them analyze the complicated data or complicated information, and educate or transfer these information to the community.
Universities hold a very special place in societies where we can be brokers of information and we can be the ones connecting the dots, making sure those leaders are understanding of how they can bring in lenses of justice, lenses of community engagement into their work.
And so our job, I think, is to be able to sort of transform the way people look at society, the way people look at religious diversity and the different strains in the religious convictions of people, of communities.
And the reason that this came up was that it's looking for ways to develop skills of empathy in young people to connect them better with the society.
But how we can convince the youth to be more focused on activity on civic engagement to make the real change in the society.
It means that we need to have some kind of exposure to some of maybe the problem or the topics that in the community. So I think that is very important. It is a part that inspires me out of the students. They want to go back. They want to help.
I feel it's really important to include in our discussion of transformative learning a wider field that is very honest about power.
The interdisciplinary or intersectional way of learning, right? To join dots together, not to study in a very parochial or narrow way, but to see the big picture.
I think we are all seeing together that with this our talk, our discussion as university need to be not only learning or co-learning with the people who are really in action together outside campus, but we also would like to see how we can create a more meaningful connectedness or meaningful connectivity.
The need for meaningful dialogue and engagement is ever increasing. So I hope we can continue to engage in the civic engagement platform, to collaborate and combine our efforts towards co-designing resilient global communities.